Could there be behind-the-scenes drama affecting Marvel's superhero blockbusters? Join us as we dissect the recent statements made by a Marvel actress, pointing fingers at Disney for perceived shortcomings in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. From character arcs to storytelling, we'll explore the criticisms and the broader implications for one of the most beloved franchises in film history. Let's dive into this thought-provoking discussion together. What recent comments from Iman Vellani about the MCU struggles point to a deeper issue at play? Iman Vellani, who plays Miss Marvel, recently addressed the MCU's box office struggles in a respectful way that didn't attack fans. Instead, she pointed to Disney's CEO Bob Iger as being responsible, saying, "That's for Bob Iger." Her comments highlight an underlying issue. The real problems with the MCU stem not from the creatives, but from restrictive studio interference. The Marvels is the latest MCU film to underperform, but this trend extends back years now. While some blame can fall on writers and directors, the consistent struggles, regardless of the creatives involved, indicate broader studio problems. When the MCU was successful, leaders like Kevin Feige collaborated with visionary directors to allow creative freedom within the shared universe structure. But increasingly formulaic films suggest the studio has taken back creative control, forcing cookie-cutter stories devoid of unique vision. Rather than empower these indie filmmakers to tap their strengths, the studio seems determined to maintain total control. Blaming toxic fans ignores that general audiences are also losing interest, as both Marvels and Love and Thunder failed to match even the lowest MCU openings. Fans embraced diverse characters like Black Panther when the quality was there, but when characters are underdeveloped and stories feel generic, people tune out regardless of casting. The root issue is that studio executives prioritize business over artistry. They rush into connected films and shows without giving creatives time to find the humanity and depth in these heroes. Difficult stories require nuance, but the studio seems afraid of alienating any segment of the audience. The result is watered-down stories playing it safe. What the MCU needs is to get back to the character-focused vision of their best work. Executives must empower directors to take risks and make these heroes relatable again. Vellani is right that the solution lies not with firing creatives, but with Bob Iger reevaluating the restrictive creative process he's imposed. How did the MCU find success with diverse characters like Black Panther in the past? The MCU proved diverse characters can absolutely succeed when done right, as seen with Black Panther. Rather than just making a token diverse character, they devoted tremendous resources to fully realizing Wakanda on screen. Writer and director Ryan Coogler crafted a singular vision celebrating African culture in a sci-fi epic. Chadwick Boseman delivered a nuanced, complex portrayal as T'Challa, and the film explored deeper themes of identity and responsibility through Michael B. Jordan's Killmonger. Black Panther became a cultural event because the studio allowed unprecedented creative freedom to make the character truly resonate. They trusted the brilliant indie director to craft a unique tone and visual palette. The result was a fresh, original superhero story rather than a formulaic team-up movie. Audiences of all backgrounds turned out to support this groundbreaking film with a compelling lead hero. The massive success of Black Panther shows that representation alone does not determine success. It's about doing the characters justice with great writing, acting, and vision. When minority characters receive the same creative attention as major heroes, they flourish. The issue now is the studio won't take the same risks, instead expecting diverse characters to succeed in formulaic, watered-down stories. The lesson of Black Panther is the importance of bold creative swings, rather than diversity checkboxes. Why can't political divides alone explain the MCU's declining box office performance? Some blame woke politics for the MCU's struggles, but that ignores key facts. Firstly, around 45% of MCU fans are women, so films starring women shouldn't alienate fans if done well. Secondly, hits like Captain Marvel and Black Widow show female-led films can absolutely succeed. Finally, it's not just diverse films underperforming. Thor: Love and Thunder also fell short despite a popular straight, white male hero. There have always been political fault lines in fandoms, but quality ultimately determines success. Politics only magnify reactions. If the writing, character development, and entertainment value are there, most fans will enjoy the ride regardless of surface-level casting. But with weak storytelling, then people notice issues like politics or representation more. In reality, the downturn spans such a wide range of heroes that politics can't be the root cause. Something like Ant-Man 3 flopping shows that issues run deeper, and reviews for Phase 4 projects have been decidedly mixed across the board. There is a constant struggle to find the heart of these characters post-Endgame. The problem lies not with any one group, but with the studio's entire creative process. They need to rethink how they're conceiving stories if the MCU is to rebound creatively and financially. How did the MCU's initial successful approach to characters differ from today? The MCU built its reputation on beloved characters with fully realized worlds, in contrast to today's assembly line approach. Early successors like Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor had singular visions. Jon Favreau established Iron Man's tech-heavy tone, while Kenneth Branagh incorporated Norse mythology into Thor's story. These films excelled in bringing humanity and depth to larger-than-life heroes. Robert Downey Jr.'s charisma shined through to make Tony Stark relatable despite his wealth and arrogance, and the first Avenger used World War II to frame heroic ideals through Steve Rogers' underdog story. Directors had creative license to build fully formed protagonists. The studio seems afraid to simply focus on solo adventures anymore, but that character-centric approach is what made early MCU heroes so resonant. Executives need to relearn that lesson if these characters are to feel human again. Don't just set up the multiverse, make us care about the actual characters first. How could changes to the MCU's creative process address ongoing issues? The MCU needs to give directors more creative freedom to bring their unique sensibilities to these characters. Don't restrict them to just following preset studio mandates. Let filmmakers take risks and make these movies their own. Give them flexibility in tone, style, and storytelling approach. Bring back the inspired visual flourishes of early MCU films. Enable directors to build distinct worlds around each character. Then we may see the vibrant, energized storytelling of the best MCU chapters return. Before introducing new heroes in big ensemble films, establish them first in focused standalone stories. This allows time to flesh out backstories and motivations, so audiences connect with them as more than just a power set. Don't assume fans will immediately care about new faces because you label them an Avenger. Let humanity shine first in a dedicated adventure. When filmmakers deliver an acclaimed indie film, then bring them into the MCU, fully embrace their distinctive vision. Don't dilute it by committee rewrites and studio mandates in post. Trust these creatives' creative instincts and allow their voice to guide a unique take on these heroes. Allow Taika's wild humor, Raimi's stylistic horror, or Coogler's dramatic depths to flourish. Above all, the fate of the MCU rests on regaining fan trust. That means making films with integrity again, not just chasing connected franchise opportunities. Take creative risks, push social boundaries, and most importantly, respect the characters and source material. Stop churning out formulaic carbon copies. The MCU needs to evolve beyond repeating what worked before while drained of passion. Rediscover the heart and magic. There is still time to right this ship, but it will require humility and wisdom from studio leaders. Don't pin the blame on directors. Take ownership of misguided executive decisions as well. With the right moves, the MCU can enter its next decade recaptured both critical acclaim and commercial dominance. But it must start with revitalizing the creative soul these characters deserve. As we wrap up our discussion on the controversy surrounding the Marvel's actress blaming Disney for MCU failure, it's clear that the superhero realm is facing some turbulence. If you found this exploration intriguing and want to stay updated on all things Marvel and cinematic drama, don't forget to hit that like button below and subscribe to our channel. Your support fuels our mission to bring you the latest insights and discussions on the world of entertainment. Feel free to share your thoughts on this topic in the comments, and stay tuned for more thought-provoking content. Until next time, let's continue unraveling the mysteries of the MCU together.